You saw the thumbnail, you read the title, and you clicked on the video, so you know what's about to go down. Dropping in for game 1, and someone else found a pump shotgun. Yep, this is the Tilted Towers experience. Okay, I know what I just said, but Tilted Towers was very silent. It was weird. Though once people started rotating through, it felt like how it normally should. So like hell. First time leaving Tilted Towers in this video. I guess finding good loot early helps. Skipping to the end of the game because nothing happens. I killed a weakened opponent with my P90. But I got completely screwed over by Storm and janky mechanics. Nothing hurts more than dying to unreliable mechanics over an actual player. Landed Big Red and got the gun before this Tizenbird. He did escape, but not for long. I was then executed for that cringy line. Nice wall hacks, bro. That was a good move. Chose to leave Tilted early. It's the only way I can make it far in games. Too bad I didn't this time. Something's different, but I can't put my finger on it. Welcome to OG Season 8. But do you wanna know what isn't different? My skill. Found decent loot almost immediately, so I left. Murdered in the snow, never to be seen again. Killed by someone who doesn't know what grass is. Attempted to land clock tower. Guess how that went? Landed goldfish and got the gun. So this Haven chose to go out on her own terms. 30 players remaining and I have jack all for loot. Other guy in Tilted had a pump. How do you think it went? Never left Tilted and got killed by someone better than me. Time for the unlucky game. Though I did find a purple pump off drop, so... Okay, never mind. It doesn't matter when you get third-partied by a minigun. Oh, another purple pump. I guess the game felt bad. Something not likely known by anyone, but I hate one-pumping shotguns. It just feels disgusting to one-shot somebody with a hit-scan weapon. And it's just annoying. No matter how skillfully you play, one shot will just end your game. I believe shotgun should never be a one-shot at any rarity. Shotgun while looting underneath the pawn shop. Looted all of Big Red, never found a shotgun, so I left. I wrapped back around and found a gold pump and SMG in the southern buildings of Tilted, and then I left for good. I attempted to get a quest done, but the first guy I found was real. Then I didn't run into a single other player until 10 players were remaining. They died to Storm. Distracted by all the insane building ahead of me, I never noticed the ski girl behind me. Hit a clean pump shot, but died because of my already low health. Very poor drop, but I did end up finding a treasure map near the base of the castle building. After looting the lake, I learned that the water was bugged. And then I murdered Texan Midas. Returned to Tilted for the treasure, but found it on the side of a hill. After some experimentation, I figured it wasn't accessible, so I just left Tilted again. I just hid for the rest of the game, and executed it well. Unlike this guy. Survived until top 2 when the other guy swings on my box. Attempted to fight, but forgot that wall scrambling wasn't an OG. Had to run because of zone, him building into the sky, and me being unable to keep up. I jumped off the mountain, panicked, and pulled my glider, getting shot on the way down. Attempted to shoot him down, but got 2 shot by his gold scar. In this video I wanted to change my skin every game, so you can tell when I'm salty about a loss when I don't. Found a purple pump underneath the under construction building. Third party to fight, confident that one of them was dead. He was not. After a very violent start in Tilted, killing 2 people after a horrible drop, I left and lived a life of peace, even vibing in the volcano for 50% of the game. After rotating using the volcano, I landed in a tree in a 1v1. While attempting to fight, I slipped off the tree and missed my only shot to win. Second death to janky geometry. I found a glitch. Ironically, it's from my first full season and matches my channel's theme. Tac shotgun is fucking dog shit. Some of my shots were my bad, but genuinely, a max of 28 damage is still bull. Found a bush, and immediately loses it. And then I die to the first evenly matched fight this season. That is sad. It's llama time! Don't mess with Lieutenant John Llama. Not as noticeable, but still more blue than she should be. Never mind, she isn't blue at all. Found a tack in the brick house, and decided to just leave. And now she's more blue than red. Went for a supply drop, but found it contested. Tried to open it, but got shot in the back. After some panic, I managed to rift away to Polar Peak. There was someone there, however, and even though they were a bot, my low health led to my death. For not being a shotgun, the flintlock can and has saved my ass as a makeshift shotgun. Have I ever mentioned that the driftboard is my favorite vehicle in this game? Ironically, the driftboard is what gets me killed. Just for good measure, this is what the super style should look like. First time conquering Tilted, and it only took 24 drops. 1v1 final circle, and I'm using a rocket launcher driftboard strategy, and it was working until the driftboard decided to break and I got hit for 160 from way too far away. I really should have boxed up and healed. Well, we had a good run of games. After probably one of the most satisfying kills in this video, I get one pumped in the next fight. Genuinely, fuck that mechanic. Are ye matey? I really hope that sounds good, holy. Yar, hand me le booty. Found me ship. Who left it atop this mountain? A captain must go down with his ship. Late into the game, I began building a skybase, but I got shot down pretty quickly. Without a plan, I ran around on a driftboard, which led to my death. I really need to stop using it. Violent drop and tilted, with plenty of bloodshed. You want to see it all? Began skybasing, but not even a minute in, I get shot down. To my surprise, the knockback weapon doesn't work as advertised. Dead off spawn. What was he thinking? Need more evidence on how clutch the flintlock can be? Well, watch this. While leaving Tilted, I got sniped in the back. Then I got into a fight with someone much better than me, just like every other drop in this video. Master Chief, mind telling me what you're doing in Fortnite?
Sir, pumping soccer skins.
Yes, that was a reference. If you know, you know. Why did I buy this? There's just a few people in Tilted. Yep, just a few. Getting surprised by player 1 while getting shot by player 3 while player 6 kills us all. Left Tilted early, but still found a similar level of chaos in this pirate outpost. One guy at Dust even set up a turret. I'm not sure what his plan was, but I guess it worked. Far from zone, low health, luckily Epic enabled Siphon with OG Season 8. Going for a supply drop where I get shot by the entire lobby. Attempted to rocket a bush, but my stair was shot, scaring me into blowing myself up and leaving me on low health. Yeah, I didn't last much longer. My favorite Gaming Legends skin? Too bad I don't get to use her very much. What? That's not OG! Now, even though I've been glazing the flintlock, a pump is still better. Shot to death atop Big Red. Attempted to land Big Red, but because the entire lobby was lower than me, I had to land Goldfish. Left early after finding a blue pump and minigun. This is the only way I do well. Got my first taste of blood in Dusty. Then I got so unbelievably owned I couldn't even tell what was happening. And I play Ultra Kill for fuck's sake. Bad landing Big Red, but did manage to escape, even stealing Homer's treasure map. Found the location, but someone was there, and they were good. Hit them with a decent pump shot, causing them to retreat up the clock tower, where I proceeded to knock it down. With it collapsed and him taking fall damage, I managed to kill him, but it was still closer than it should have been. Found myself in a pirate outpost where I could have sworn this guy was under me. I was mistaken. Stayed in Tilted far too long, only leaving once 19 people were remaining with not a single kill. That is, until this snipe outside Tilted. Got to watch this build fight unfold. I'm not good at this game, so could someone care to explain to me why every game has been like this? Made it to a 1v1 and got the first bit of damage, but I missed every preceding shot, ending in my death. I got the skin for free. Thanks, Epic Rewards. People lower than me again, so I landed no sweat insurance. Found a purple pump and left after killing Lady Windfrost. Made my way to a completely unlooted Dusty where I headshot eliminated this player. Got into a build fight with someone who left themselves way too exposed, but we got third-partied by a Gundam skin. Had the upper hand and should have killed her, but my shotgun refused to deal more than 30 damage, so I died. Someone had the better drop and I got sprayed back to the lobby. I need a new landing strategy. Race for the shotgun. I lost. Do I really need to show what happens next? Gun down in less than a second. Actually able to pull off my drop strategy. Is this a survivable game? No. Dead to John Wick outside Goldfish. Oh wait. That's an OG Reaper. The footage for Drop 46 is just a loading screen. But my notes say I placed 92nd, so you're not missing much. Gassing out the castle building, but someone with a shotgun stopped my war crimes. Shot dead in the streets of Tilted. Actually left Tilted for the first time in 8 games. Found myself in the jungle and found a treasure map. Only including this because, what the fuck? Now I'm going to show you this clip unedited. Warning, it does not go well. After that horrendous display by Fortnite skill-based matchmaking, I didn't play OG for 2 weeks. And first game back, and I immediately begin bombing Tilted. Seems about right. Oh yeah, part B of Season 8 had begun. So there's a bunch of new shit. Well, I say new, but it's really just a bunch of 7-year-old items. Too bad I haven't experienced any of it. While gliding in, I noticed this green pump on the balcony. I still went for the roof chest, even getting a minigun, but I altered my traditional strategy to pick up the pump. I just realized I never actually told you my preferred strategy. I guess I'll do that next game, which will be right now. My preferred landing in Tilted is dropping Big Red and getting the chest above, then breaking down on top of the chest on the bed. Of course, I pause to drink any shields I get. After, I run across the building, break down onto this chest, and then rush to the one on the wall. Then mine down 2 levels, harvest the kitchen, and break the wall to the final chest in the building. Afterwards, I just kinda wing it for the rest of Tilted. If I don't just decide to leave. I like the strategy because it gives quick access to 5 chests and a good number of mats for the early game. The only downside being it's a very high-risk, high-reward strategy, which can be seen by the many games that were ended by other players attempting to land the same building. For those past 7 games, I've been playing at 60 frames per second instead of my usual 144, because my monitor only supports a 60 Hz refresh rate. And in the next game, I switched back to 144 frames per second to see if I could notice a difference. Yeah, I never noticed a difference. Also, can I just mention how impressive it is that my pre-built PC can run a relatively stable 144 frames per second on Fortnite? I know you can't tell, but I switched to my second monitor, which runs at 100 Hz instead of 60, and I immediately noticed a difference. Too bad I get one shot underneath the court. Oh god, this glitch is annoying. I put on the closest thing to John Wick I own, and I gotta say, I felt the euphoria. Damn 200 pump. I camped out for the entire game because that's the only way I can ever reach the end game during this glitch. In a 1v1, I hear gunshots and assume he saw me, resulting me in revealing myself and removing the element of surprise. Despite him being low from his previous fight and me being at full health, I could barely touch him while my health was deleted. Yeah, this is the closest to a victory royale I've gotten to in 50 plus games. Attempting my landing strategy, but stopped as I couldn't hear the third chest. Knowing he was under me, I ran down, threw a war crime causing him to panic, and I somehow got out alive. Using this launch pad, I left Tilted because holy fuck I was so tense. Still with no health, but now I'm fighting a shotgun user. Somehow I won. Not gonna lie, I haven't seen any absurd overbuilding unlike the past 50 plus games. So the glitch might be gone. Also top 10 situation. 1v1 and I'm in a sniper duel, but I have to push. 1, because I can't snipe, and 2, the zone is screwing me over. Fell down the mine and trapped myself in zone, giving them the advantage. Somehow didn't die, delivered multiple pump shots, and got my first win of this video. First game with no glitch since Season 7, and I win! Fuck this goddamn glitch. No matter if there's a glitch or not, you will not survive without a shotgun. 12 players remaining, fully gold loadout, but my health gets deleted by a gold scar. I attempted to glide away, but my ability to free fall was removed and I was shot out of the air. Gliding in, and I tripped over a tree and broke both my femurs. After blowing up the building with dynamite, I got into a fight with someone with a shotgun, and somehow got out alive. Final circle, 3 players remaining, and all 3 of us are playing highly aggressive. I managed to knock Ahsoka down and kill her, turning it into a 1v1. My opponent builds up, but Storm creeps up on them, forcing them to jump directly at me where I end the game with my purple pump. Fighting Darth Maul outside of Tilted, missed too many pump shots and got minigunned. But that's the difficulty I was expecting, not the fisting that I've been getting for 50 plus games. Is it controversial to say that I actually prefer OG's Tech Fleece design over every other Ice King design? Dropped onto an unsuspecting player's head, but didn't switch to the shotgun quick enough. In Clock Tower, firing explosive tipped arrows at the residents of this terrible city. Ended up blowing myself up and sniped immediately after. A nice headshot to turn into a 1v1. Too bad the guy I had to fight was edit coursing towards me. This is single-handedly the hardest opponent I fight in this video. Shotgun to the cranium. Fighting a skilled player outside Goldfish. And still, this is nowhere near what I was dealing with during that glitch. He died from fall damage. He had gliders, so I don't really know what happened. Grabbed a baller, but am immediately shot. And the next player I found was better than me. Hot drop tilted. Didn't even get a gun before I was murdered. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. Drop 72 through 80 were all off drop deaths. By the final circle, I'm hiding in a box, but it gets blown up immediately. I take out the first player I see, but now I'm left at 17 health in a 1v1. Despite my low health, I knocked my opponent off his structure and surprised him with a pump shot, giving me my third win in 20 games. A new record, seeing how the max I was able to get previously was 2 wins in 25 games. So fuck this goddamn glitch. I shouldn't have cursed out the glitch. I really shouldn't have cursed out the glitch. Okay, a case could be made here that he just got lucky. I was gliding after all. It's all looking a little different since the last time I saw his movies. But just like his movies, I'm getting into a fight with someone far outside my capabilities. And just like his movies, I managed to somehow defeat them. Okay, but I'm unable to do it twice in a row. And in the very next game, I am spit roasted in half a second. This is the point where I started to believe that the glitch had returned. And this is the game that confirmed it. Omni-Man ore farming on his way down. I think this game's kinda over. Ironically, I actually got into a pretty even fight. He just had a rocket launcher. Gold pump, but I missed every single shot and died for it. 50 cal to the cranium. So this guy hits this sniper shot on a driftboard. Yeah, I'm as good as dead. Dead to someone much better than me. Thanks, glitch. Top 4, final circle. Unfortunately, I get headshot sniped while sprint sliding. If these are the lobbies I'm dealing with, then I'm not getting a single other win in this video. At this point, I just want to finish this fucking video. I've had enough of Fortnite OG. And it's not even tilted. I feel like I'm actually pretty capable of doing something here since there's no one with any of the shit that gets me killed later. Like mats. Primarily mats. Their building is the thing I'm struggling with because what am I supposed to do about this? If there is no skill-based matchmaking glitch, then Epic really needs to recode how it works because what the actual fuck? Took a lot of damage and tilted, so I just left. No white heals whatsoever until 35 players remaining. Endgame, and I have been dealing with max zone pulls after max zone pulls. Now that I think about it, I don't think I've had an endgame in this video that wasn't a max zone pull. What fucking horseshit is this, Epic? Endgame, and I have no health because of no heals. Got into a fight with 4 players remaining and somehow managed to actually kill him, but got sniped at immediately. Attempted to run and heal because I literally have 10 fucking health. Unfortunately, I had minis and this house had literally nothing. Not even bandages. I'm also dealing with the highest level of bitchlessness with a pure white condom skin. He got the minigun. I did find a shotgun, but slipped off the edge and died. I gave up on my landing strat. With the lobbies I'm in, staying in tilted for any amount of time is a death sentence. I know I wasn't at full health, but I'm almost certain it said 130 on his screen. Found this guy on Spawn Island. The only joy I felt in 10 fucking games. Hit until top 2 and smoke bomb to rotate to a max zone pull. Maybe if it actually would give me the zone, maybe I could win, but I guess not. Also, I didn't stand a chance. Because why not? Also, there wasn't a single big pot that entire game. Game 100. Thank fucking God. I never have to play this mode again. So as you can probably tell, I didn't have a good time recording the games for this video. I already had issues with OG Fortnite before this video, mainly the lack of mobility and heals punishing aggressive players and promoting campy playstyles like hiding for 90% of the game. Going into this video, I assumed I'd die a lot, but that's because I was landing tilted towers 100 times, not that I would be fighting people who are at minimum double my skill level. As an ultra kill player, I want to play this game aggressively. I want to get into fights, so the fact that OG punishes that kind of playstyle with the lack of mobility making pushing and retreating harder, and because the weapons are so good, you'll likely leave fights heavily wounded. Which is a problem, because healing items are harder to find, meaning you'll likely stay at low health if you are to fight. Now add the glitch, and now a fight in general is lethal, and the only strategy that I could use was hiding all game. In fact, watch any of my gameplay, and then watch this. I have been dying to players like this for the past 20 games. So, the fact I'm getting this at game 100 is a little bullshit. Due to the sour taste from Season 8, I'm probably not going to be playing much of OG anymore, because I really don't care to play Season 9 after this, and Season X is Season X. Well, whatever. I guess we'll see what I decide to do in the future, and I hope you'll be there for the next one.